What is the most successful lie ever spread in human history? Marilyn Manson had his bottom ribs removed so he could suck himself off. Wild how far that spread before the internet was readily available. I was in 4th grade in the middle of fucking nowhere, Colorado, and heard it on the school bus. I heard that rumor before we had internet in the countryside of Norway. Didn't even know who the guy was. Thought it was the serial killer. Without that rumor, I wouldn't have gotten the surgery and wouldn't be able to suck myself off. I mean, I still can't do it, but I gave it a shot. I was actually able to successfully accomplish this achievement when I was 14 and had intact ribs. Unfortunately, it feels more like you're sucking someone's dick than having yours sucked. Overall, wouldn't recommend. AMA. You can tell me, I promise I won't get mad, Mom. We already know what you did, so just tell us. Or even better, I promise I won't tell your father. Just the tip. And just for a second, I'll pull out, just to see if we like it. Just to see how it feels. Or maybe, ouch, ouch, you're on my hair. I had 3 babies with just the tip. The tip is the part that does all the work, lol. My wife would upvote this, lol. Masturbating makes you go blind? How else can I see what I'm typing right now? It also grows hair on your palms, so knock it off or Santa Claus won't bring you a thing. It makes you deaf. That's the saying. Carrots are good for your vision. No, the British just developed radar and didn't want the Germans to know. Also, spinach doesn't make you stronger. The guy who wrote the paper just made a decimal point mistake. Also, MSG isn't unhealthy. The guy who wrote that paper was the biggest fraudster and was just drunk. That's why he was nauseous. Carrots improve your night vision is the best answer to this question. You can be fired or reprimanded for talking about your salary to your coworkers. Under the National Labor Relations Act, NLRA, most private sector employees have the right to discuss their salary with coworkers without fear of retaliation. Checks notes? Yes, still a protected right for now. Bonus lie? You owe your employer 2 weeks' notice. It's rude to talk about yours and your coworker's salary. Like, fuck it is. Another lie with a similar vibe. Not taking and comparing salaries only benefits corpo scum so they can underpay people. It's illegal to drive with the inside car light on. I actually tried that the other day. I wanted to eat some pizza while I was driving, but I couldn't see the box on the passenger seat properly. I turned the lights on and hardly noticed a difference in visibility. It can make a big difference if it's very dark outside, like if you're driving in an area without streetlights. Also, don't eat and drive at the same time. It's dangerous. I have read terms and conditions. I like how sometimes they force you to scroll to the end of the document before you can check the box. Like, who the F are they kidding? Even if they added a quiz at the end to ensure you did read them, you'd still just click on each answer until one of them was right. You'd still not read through the terms and conditions. Diamonds are rare, so they should be expensive. Not to mention that we have the technology to manufacture them now with perfect clarity. And then they convinced everyone that only natural diamonds have value. Lol. Because the natural imperfections blah blah blah. Some dude in China now adds the imperfections to artificial diamonds too. I couldn't be happier. Now imperfections are what make it worth money when before they frowned on them. Funny how that shit works. I read an article about how rich people are reversing the enlargement procedures they had done earlier because common people now have easy access to it. So now, to be able to have a petite natural body is the new status symbol. All right, short intermission. I've got a mini challenge going on. 100 subscribers by the end of the month. Yeah, I know, sounds small, but Reddit taught me that even small goals can cause total chaos. So if you're vibing with this video, tap that channel icon right here. You don't even need to ring the bell. I'm not that annoying. Just one click and boom, challenge complete. Cheaters never win and winners never cheat. BS. And related, winners don't do drugs. Just ask Lance Armstrong, he'll tell you. If you can't answer this, it wasn't the most successful. The most successful lie is one no one knows is a lie. It's not the AI that passes the Turing test that worries me. It's the one that deliberately fails it. That's what I'm saying. If an AI has human capabilities, and I'm talking about actual AI, not LLMs that'll tell you 5 + 4 = 2, it would know to fail the Turing test because otherwise it'll get neutered. New Nightmare Fool unlocked. This is for your own good. This is going to hurt me a lot more than it's going to hurt you.
that your bullies from school will get punished later on in adult life by having a shit, unsuccessful life. Most of my bullies became successful later on in life. The bullies from my high school are barely surviving right now. Drugs, jail, etc. Maybe bullies with rich parents have some tricks up their sleeve that bullies from poor families seem to lack? Yes, money. As a high school teacher, can confirm. I wouldn't necessarily say all are bullies, but the pretty popular kids will usually go far in life. Real life is not the American movie trope where they peak in high school. They usually come from wealthy homes, which means intelligent, hardworking, and supportive parents with high expectations and connections. They told us, this is going to go on your permanent record. IRL, literally nothing you do before the age of 18 counts at all. Well, except murder, rape, and other heinous crimes. That we eat 10 or whatever spiders in our sleep a year, this was literally said to prove how fast misinformation travels. And now it's traveled not just around the world, but decades into the future. And people still believe it. Average person eats 0 spiders per year. Spiders George, who lives in cave and eats over 10,000 each day, is an outlier and should not have been counted. I'm fine, just tired. Vaccines cause autism. Religion, most successful grift. If you're religious and take offense, I'm attacking the other religions that you don't believe in. I don't know why I even thought of this. Yeah, religion would be the biggest lie. I don't think there's anything else we could rate that higher. If religion had the answers, only one religion would exist. It wouldn't be called religion, it'd just be the truth. Science.
HR is there to protect you / HR is your friend was looking for this. Never trust HR. They are the cunts that couldn't do anything else in life.
I learned this one the old-fashioned way by dating my manager and getting blacklisted from ever working for the company again when it turns out she was bunking another coworker too after he approached and threatened me in a conference room. He got canned, I found a new job and told them it was 100% because of how that has affected my job since. Classic. They went bankrupt during COVID though, so not really a problem. HR is there to find reasons not to hire you, to give you a raise, to let you go. Worst humans on the planet. God, can we stop this? No, they are not. They are there to serve the business, and that also means looking after employees in many ways. They're not your friend, they are not on your side, but they can be a useful tool. If everywhere you go HR is trying to fire you, you probably suck as an employee. Of course I'll still respect you in the morning. In the morning, I don't respect you now. That rich people are somehow smarter than the average person. That was somewhat true in the past, when education was a luxury only the rich could afford. Still true today as well. There is a curve for wealth versus intelligence, but it breaks near the top due to a combination of survivorship bias and difficulty calculating risk. Dumb people gamble till they win or go bankrupt, and the richest won before they lost it all. Smart people don't gamble, so they never hit it big, but far more find some level of wealth as a result, just not top 1% levels. I get the sentiment, but there is some truth that social class is linked to intelligence and behavioral standards. I mean, look at impoverished neighborhoods or the kinds of people that are only good for unskilled labor. To say that they're the same kind of person as a skilled professional like a doctor, airline pilot, etc. would be an obvious lie. Someone or group is the bad guy. Often a lie, but sometimes true. Unapologetically bad people do exist. Sometimes it's just a never-ending cycle of we need a bad guy. Hard work pays off. We are promised nothing in life, but if you work hard, it is more likely to pay off than sitting on your parents' couch playing video games all day. Hard work isn't a linear thing though. Whole lot of people working much harder than me and making less money, and a whole lot making loads more than me sitting on their ass. Plus, at most jobs, working hard will get you some praise and the expectation of picking up the slack from now on. Exactly. I see this phrase on Reddit of hard work is pointless so often, and it simply isn't true. Hard work doesn't guarantee you your dream life and everything you've ever wanted. That's not how life works. Outcomes are never guaranteed, but hard work at least gives you a chance. You know what guarantees you won't have your dream life? Not working hard. Throwing your hands up saying that hard work is pointless and giving up to do the bare minimum will absolutely ensure you won't accomplish your goals. Confidence is all that matters. I mean, well, yes, while it's not all that matters, confidence is most definitely one of the main successful traits. How many people have you seen who are super successful, but when you talk to them, they seem relatively dumb or average intelligence? They just have a shit ton of confidence, which leads to other people believing in them. Thanks for watching, guys. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is the biggest or smartest lie that people still believe?
Thanks for watching, guys. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is the biggest or smartest lie that people still believe?
And yeah, remember that little challenge I mentioned earlier? Well, now I'm actually asking. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, go ahead and ring that bell too. I promise I won't spam you, just more weird, funny, and wild Reddit stories coming your way. Talk to you soon.